Turkmenistan is one of Asia's hidden treasures. Turkmenistan is a unique country in Central Asia. It is one of the most isolated places in the world. It is full of tradition, spirituality, and natural beauty. It's like an ancient treasure. For centuries, Turkmenistan has been a meeting place for different cultures. This is because of its position between Russia and the Islamic Middle East. In 1881, the Russian Empire took control of Turkmenistan. Later in 1925, it became part of the Soviet Union and was called the Turkmen Soviet Socialist Republic. But in 1991, when the Soviet Union ended, Turkmenistan became its own country. Ashgabat, the capital, is a special city. It's known for its white marble buildings. In fact, in 2013, Ashgabat entered the Guinness World Records. This is because the city had the largest number of white marble buildings in the world. Speaking of world records, Turkmenistan also held the record for the largest handmade carpet until 2007. Carpets are so important in Turkmenistan that it even has a Ministry of Carpets.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Laura.
And it's me, Sam.
Yeah, so today we're talking about, whoa, this is a place I've never, ever been to.
Right. Had you even heard of it?
Not really.
Okay.
Guilty.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I had only heard of it once, and that's because their national football soccer team came to Taiwan a few years ago, I guess before COVID, and I saw the game in Taipei.
Oh, you did not?
Yeah, and so I had, who's this Turkmenistan? Which is the country we're going to be talking about today.
Great, okay.
But I didn't learn anything about them then, so...
Well, it's a good chance now that we get to find out more in today's article.
Absolutely. Okay, so the article starts with Turkmenistan is a unique country in Central Asia. So here we have the first vocabulary word, which is unique. Okay, so we use the adjective unique to say that something is very special or that there is only one of them. So whenever we have the word uni in a word, it means one. So I think that comes from Latin. So for example, I had this watch made just for me, so it's unique.
That's also why the brand Unikuro, the Japanese brand, because it's trying to say that we actually design something that's very unique and it's actually for everyday use.
Right, yeah. I always
smart.
assumed it was like unique
Kuro,
like clothes, I guess. Or at least it sounds like that.
Oh, yeah, like a unique clothes brand.
Yeah,
kind
in
of
English.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so unique, 大家有听懂这个字的意思吗？注意它的重音哦 ，unique 这样子念哦，它就是指特别的、独一无二的，这是一个形容词哦。那如果你要形容哇，有一个人他可能剪了一个发型很酷，那你就可以说 That hairstyle you're rocking is totally unique. Nobody else has a style like yours.
Sounds very cool.
Yeah, I hope it looks good. Okay. 所以课文提到的就是我们不知道大家有没有听过，就是土库曼是中亚地区非常独特的国家哦。Okay, let's find out more about this place.
Right. So, it is one of the most isolated places in the world.
Okay, isolated 是什么呢？就是有种隔绝的或是孤立的意思哦。它是一个形容词，所以呢，大家可能会觉得，对啊，土库曼好像没有太听过，因为它是世界上最隔绝的地方之一哦，所以应该很少人会去吧。
Right. So isolated sounds very, very much like you're not going to visit it very often.
Like an island,
right?
maybe.
Yeah.
Remote island, yeah.
Right, exactly. So then the article moves on to say it is full of tradition, spirituality, and natural beauty. It's like an ancient treasure. So here we have two vocabulary words, and the first one is natural. So if something is natural, then it can be found in nature. That means it wasn't made by people. So, for example, mountains and the ocean can be described as natural beauty, but Taipei 101 cannot. So another example would be Ben chose to live in the country because he likes the natural views from his windows.
Lucky Ben. Okay. I want a room like that.
Me too.
Okay, so let's take a look at this word natural. 大家应该知道 nature 就是大自然，对不对？那它的形容词 natural 就是大自然的啦，或者是非人造的，或者它也有自然的意思哦。 那举个例子来说 Let's go for a hike this weekend and enjoy the beauty of the natural world. 这个周末我们去远足哦，然后享受大自然的美景吧。And we also saw the word treasure, didn't we?
We did, yes. So what does treasure mean? Well, the word treasure is used to mean something that is precious or valuable. We can also use it to describe people, so it doesn't have to mean gold or jewels, which is another definition of treasure. Another example for this one would be James won many gold medals at the Olympics. He's one of Australia's national treasures, so he's very valuable to Australia.
Nice, okay. Treasure 其实有着珍贵之物，或者它有宝藏这样的意思哦，它是一个名词。For example, I found this old comic book in my attic. It could be a hidden treasure worth a fortune. I'm just imagining this.
Cool,
Okay.
if that were true.
Yeah, 我在这个阁楼找到这本古老的漫画书，它可能是一个价值连城的隐藏宝藏，这是我在幻想啦，因为希望我可以卖得很高价。那回到课文是说，这个国家充满了传统、精神和自然之美，就像一个古老的宝藏。Nice. So we're going to talk about more about today's country, Turkmenistan. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right.
No, I think you are, but I'm not 100% sure myself. So.
Let's find out more.
Okay. So for centuries, Turkmenistan has been a meeting place for different cultures. This is because of its position between Russia and the Islamic Middle East. In 1881, the Russian Empire took control of Turkmenistan. So here we have the phrase took control of or take control of something. So it's a nice little phrase. And we use it to mean when we get power over something, then we are in control. We often use it to talk about one country taking over another, but we can use it for other situations too, like Sarah took control of the company, so she became the boss.
OK， 所以要先解释一下课文，因为这段我就有点难哦。就是数个世纪以来，土库曼一直是一个不同文化的交汇的地方。这里注意哦 ，meeting place 不是他们见面的地方，它是一个譬喻的用法，表示土库曼为各国文化的汇流处这样的概念哦。那这为什么呢？是由于它是位于俄罗斯，也就是 Russia 以及伊斯兰中东之间这个地区哦 ，Islamic Middle East 就是伊斯兰教的中东地区。而1881年呢，俄罗斯帝国就接管了土库曼，这里就用到了 phrase。Take control of something 就有着接管或者它也有控制的意思哦。我们来举个大家生活上比较可以 relate，就是 I'm gonna give a more relatable example sentence. I need to take control of my study schedule if I want to ace this exam. Yes, you should. 如果你想要在这次考试取得好成绩呢，那我们就需要怎么样控制好我的学习时间表？这也是跟你们说，你们可以这样子拿到好成绩。Okay, so study plans are very important.
They are indeed, yes. Right, so moving on with the article, and it says later in 1925, it became part of the Soviet Union and was called the Turkmen Soviet Socialist Republic. But in 1991, when the Soviet Union ended, Turkmenistan became its own country. Ashgabat, the capital, is a special city. It's known for its white marble buildings. Okay.
Yeah, we have lots of words in here,
We
right?
do, yes, indeed we do. Yeah, we have the word capital, which we need to know because that's the city we're talking about, Ashgabat. And if something is a capital city, it's a main city or country of a region. So it's usually where the central government is. In fact, I think it's always where the central government is. So in Taiwan, Taipei is the capital. So an example would be Natasha visited France's capital, Paris, for her vacation.
Nice, I want to go to Paris as well. Okay, capital 是什么呢？就是首都，它是一个名词哦。Now a lot of people think Sydney is the capital of Australia, but it's actually Canberra, guys.
Right, indeed,
Okay.
yeah.
很多人觉得雪梨啊，因为大家比较熟悉是澳洲的首都，可是事实上是坎培拉哦。所以课文提到的是首都，也就是刚刚提到的 Ashgabat。它是一个特别的城市，以它的这个白色大理石的建筑而闻名哦。这里我们就看到今天的 language in focus. So let's take a look at our language in focus.
Okay.
今天 Language in Focus 要教大家是有关非限定用法之同位语。和形容词子句相同，同位语有限定跟非限定两种用法哦。那非限定用法的同位语是用来补充说明前面的先行词。那该同位语即使去除也不影响句意的理解。那注意的是哦，这样子的用法同位语放在句中的时候，一定前后要加什么呢？逗点跟句子和其他部分隔开。所以刚刚课文是不是有看到 Ashgabat 逗点 the capital 在一个逗点 is a special city OK 那这里的 capital 就是用于说明前方 Ashgabat 这个先行词哦。好，那我们再来多给一些例句哦。For example, he won an Oscar,the most prestigious film award in the world. 哇，他赢得了奥斯卡奖，这个世界上最杰出的电影奖项。再来举一个例子，关于我好了。My favorite fruit is wax apple, a refreshing fruit commonly found in Taiwan. 我真的最喜欢的水果是莲尾，一种常见于台湾的清新水果。
Right, so the last sentence we looked at in the article was it's known for its white marble buildings. We have a couple of interesting things to look at here. So the first one is a pocket phrase to be known for something. So if something is known for something, then it is famous for that thing. So a cafe might be known for its delicious chocolate cake. Its chocolate cake is what makes it famous.You're
getting me hungry here, okay? Be known for something 就是以什么特色为人所知，你也可以说 it's famous for that thing. For example, our school is known for its amazing theater program. We always put on the best shows. 我们学校以出色的戏剧课程闻名，我们总是上演最精彩的这个节目哦，或是秀哦。And we also saw the word marble.
We did indeed, yes, marble.So marble is a type of stone that's quite expensive, but it's not a precious or valuable stone like a diamond. Yeah, it's more expensive for a kind of building material, I guess. It's usually a light colour with darker patterns in it, and you might find it used as a kitchen counter if you have an expensive kitchen, or maybe the table around the sink and so on, or perhaps in the bathroom if you have a fancy bathroom.So an example with marble in it would be Jenny paid a lot of money to have a marble floor in her bathroom.
虽然大家可能会觉得 marble 不就是弹珠吗？不过其实本课的 marble 指的是大理石哦，它是一个名词。For example, the grand entrance of the museum is adorned with beautiful marble sculptures. 哇，就是博物馆的大门口装饰着美丽的大理石的雕塑。通常我们感觉大理石有点冰冷哦，但是它的设计其实也蛮精简的，蛮简单的哦。Okay, back to the article.
Okay, so it then says, in fact, in 2013, Ashgabat entered the Guinness World Records. This is because the city had the largest number of white marble buildings in the world.
哇，所以在事实上2013年 Ashgabat 它进入了什么呢？ Guinness World Records 就是金氏世界纪录大全哦。这也是一本记载世界之最的书，因为这个城市是拥有世界上最多的白色大理石的建筑哦。Hold the record 就是保持记录。Interesting. I didn't know this.
No. Well, actually, Turkmenistan had another record, which we're going to look at. So the article says, speaking of world records, Turkmenistan also held the record for the largest handmade carpet until 2007.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that carpet.
It does sound like that, doesn't it? You can imagine that kind of Middle East kind of carpet style. So we have the phrase, speaking of something or somebody.And we use this phrase, speaking of something or somebody, to change the topic slightly, but still be talking about the type of thing we've just been talking about. That's quite difficult to understand, so here's an example. We could be talking about opening a restaurant as a business, and then say, speaking of restaurants, where would you like to eat dinner tonight? So we're not talking about opening a restaurant anymore, but we're still kind of talking about restaurants.
Great. Okay. Speaking of something or somebody, 就是我们在换个话题的时候，可能会说，哎，提到什么什么。Okay. For example, speaking of movies, have you seen the new superhero flick? It's epic. 超厉害的新的超级英雄片，很棒哦。然后这里你就用 Speaking of movies 来开启话题。Handmade 我们刚刚有看到，它就是指手工制作的。And we mentioned about handmade carpets.
Indeed, we did, yes. So carpet. A carpet is the fluffy material you might have on your floor. Carpets can be the same size as a room's floor, but this isn't so common in Taiwan because of the hot weather.
Humid.
It is, yes. So carpets can also be smaller, and this type often has patterns. So this is probably like the kind we'd find in Turkmenistan, I think. It's also kind of more common in Taiwan, so it's more like a rug that takes up a smaller space in the room, and it's kind of cozy to put your feet on. An example would be Ben's bedroom always feels cold, so he will buy a carpet to put on the floor.
I do that too. Okay.
Me too.
Carpet 就是地毯啦，它是一个名词。For example, wow, your room looks so cozy with that fluffy carpet. It's perfect for chilling and playing video games. I think a lot of kids love to do that nowadays.
Yep.
OK， 所以课文是说到世界纪录，这个土库曼还曾保持最大的手工地毯的纪录，直到2007年才被打破。Now, I didn't know carpets are so important in this country.
Yes, they are, yes. So the article, this day anyway, concludes with carpets are so important in Turkmenistan that it even has a ministry of carpets.
Interesting. Ministry 就是政府的部 ，OK， 就是像教育部什么什么部，它是一个名词哦。那你知道地毯在土克曼有多重要吗？重要到它在这个国家甚至有地毯部诶。That sounds very cool. I wonder what they do in this ministry.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're going to have to end here because we have our For You chat section and we're going to continue talking about this country tomorrow as well.
Indeed, yes.
So let's start our For You chat question, okay? Do you want to ask me this question?
Okay, it sounds like you have something to say.
Yes.
So what else do you know about Central Asia, Laura?
Yeah, okay. I know that Central Asia has a famous trade route called the Silk Road.
Okay.
丝路, where people traded silk, spices, and ideas. It was like a super highway that connected different parts of the world long ago. And it's fascinating to think about all the cool things that happened along that ancient road.
Yeah, wow.
Well, okay, we're actually out of time, but don't worry because tomorrow we'll be back.
We'll be back to discuss more.
Yeah, more about this place. Okay,
yeah, this unique country.
Yeah, until next time, I'm Laura.
And I'm Sam.
Bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Unique. Our restaurant sells unique dishes that you can only find in this part of the world. Natural. We hiked up the mountain and took photos of the beautiful natural scenes. Treasure. You can see the ancient king's treasure in the National Museum. Capital. Although Sacramento is the capital of California, U.S., it's not the state's biggest city. Marble. The marble floor in my bathroom is so smooth and cold under my feet. Carpet. Carpets are common in cold countries because they help to keep the floor warm.
智慧小补帖
Isolated. Handmade. Ministry.